What I would like to say to you, brothers, is as an advice, is the company that you keep is extremely important. And I know that you're at the beginning of your journey of being Muslims. You know, all praise to Allah, alhamdulillah. You'll go through a number of challenges, if you like, because becoming a Muslim is a life decision. And there are certain things which, you know, becoming a Muslim will require of you. And if that kind of conflicts with the life that you previously had, you have to make a decision. So having good company is very important. The environment that you're in is also very important. And the fact that you've said things like, you know, you used to go to the pub and things like that, maybe that's not the best place to find good company for a Muslim, because there's lots of things which are contrary to Islamic teachings, you know, things like alcohol, maybe the language or the kind of environment they're involved in there. So, you know, there's a couple of classes that are happening in the local masjid on a Thursday and a Saturday evening, just around the corner from here, just around the corner from Fulham Broadway Station.
Yeah.
It's just,
so
you know,
so you
close.
guys have classes on Saturday nights. Instead of me going out, as I mentioned before, we're on our way to meet some friends in a pub.
Yeah.
In a pub.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys have classes, and so with other, I would only imagine calling them Muslim brothers.
Yeah.
So that way, it's a better, more productive way to stay away from such an environment and to be in meeting my friends in pubs and whatnot.
Sure.
So, is it on a regular, consistent basis?
Every Saturday at 7:30.
And what do you guys do? I mean, like, you sit around and you do what exactly? I mean, like,
Well, you know, the Imam of the masjid, he gives a lecture for about half an hour, and then usually after that, you know, the brothers, there's a restaurant around the corner.
Okay.
They go for some food and, you know, spend time with each other.
Well, I wish that we should go, brother.
Yeah.
It's not a bad idea, you know.
We should go, man. Sometimes, you know, we lose our time doing, you know, different things that is very important, you know.
Yeah.
We at least we learn about Islam.
Yeah, it's very good, and you know, you get to meet new people.
And what else does the mosque have to offer other than on a Saturday night? I mean, even if, say, for example, because my work is somewhat erratic. Sometimes I'm working 2 days a week or 7 days a week. I mean, like, are there other things going on in the mosque? I mean, like, was it just on a Saturday night?
No, there's also the class on the Thursday night as well, if you can't make the Saturday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of class? Perhaps classical Arabic, maybe, or?
No, but I'm not sure if they teach Arabic there or not. But
Okay.
they do, like, all the classes are in English.
That's it, yeah.
And I think there may be there's brothers who are Arabs.
Okay.
And you know, you spend time with them, you learn words. You know, you pick things up over a period of time.
Yeah.
So that's another benefit of having good company. If the brothers are Arabs, and you can learn the Arabic and things like that, you spend your time more beneficial. If you don't mind me asking, how did you first hear about Islam? I mean, how for you to accept Islam in that place? How did that happen?
It was just working in being curious, working from doing lots of traveling and working in different kitchens and whatnot. And there's always different cultures and different religions and whatnot. So these guys are always very open to talk about things. And then when I went on my travels, I got more and more into it, asking about it, following it a bit more. And also, like, because I was never religious in the first place. I mean, like, you probably would call me an atheist. But it didn't quench my curiosity, and I looked a bit into Christianity, even Buddhism. It seemed a bit, well, it didn't seem to make sense. I mean, it's all contradictory. You must believe in what this person says, and da.
Looking for something more fulfilling.
Yeah, more fulfilling and more concrete as well.
Sure.
And what a beautiful thing that I found when I was coming to Islam is that they call them imams, the guys, the leaders of the prayer. They encourage you to question, which is beautiful. Because in Christianity, I didn't quite get that same feeling, that same vibe. So when I was going to the mosque and whatnot, and I was talking to these guys, they could see by my facial expression, perhaps, that I wasn't quite understanding what they were saying.
Yeah.
They would encourage me to question, and then they would also encourage me to go out and talk to somebody else, or to use the internet, and go back. And the conversations would pretty much pick up where we left off, and so on and so forth, but then pick it up again.
Well, basically, it's quite the same stories happened to me, you know. I know many Algerian brothers.
Yes.
And then I have a friend of mine, Italian guy as well. then that he became Muslim around 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And because of him and the other brothers, you know, they talked to me about Islam. And because I was very religious person at that time as well, I was searching about, you know, about God.
Yeah.
Because every night I was praying,
Sure.
look at the moon and say, you know, if you exist, just guide me in your path. Because I went in many evangelist church, many different religion, and then I didn't feel nothing, you know.
Yes.
I don't have nothing against them, I respect them, but I didn't feel nothing in my heart. So because of these brothers, they showed me about Islam, and they talked to me about Islam. They treat me very good,
Yes.
you know, and they give me space to search about it. And they give me one book, which is talk about the science of Islam, you know.
Mhm.
And then I read it. When I read, I was a bit shocked about, and then I researched myself in internet, YouTube, even a scientific doctor or people, they talk about the book.
Yeah.
You know, when they discover many things, they speak and they say, you know, these things is already in the book, Quran. So I took the Quran as well. I read Quran. I asked many questions to the, you know, imams, Shaykh, and the scholars.
Yeah.
And then they give me exactly the answer to me, which other people, other religions, they didn't be able to give me these answers. And because of that, you know, one day I feel in my heart, I said, you know, I don't want to go and see the mosque, how
Mhm.
they pray. And then I went to the mosque with my friend Alessandro, and then he said to me, you want to pray with me? I said, okay. He said, don't say to nobody you are not Muslim, because you're not allowed to pray.
Mm.
But he said, just pray with me and then see what you... When I start to pray, you know, it was in Seoul mosques, you know, in Seoul one.
Yes.
And then outside there were a concert, kind of a rock concert, you know, which is the opposite of the religion. You know, it's like devil stuff. And so I in the same time, when the Imam he said, God is great, Allahu Akbar, you know, I was hearing the music outside. As soon as he said God is big, is great, Allahu Akbar, you know, I felt something inside my body, come inside my body, like,
Yes.
I don't know, some energy, you know, I feel very, very good. And then I was feeling the same time and thinking, look, these people, they come here and pray in this area, which is a bit, you know, how we call it, perversion, because there is many bad things. And then I say, at the same time, they come and pray, they don't mind what is outside. The intention is outside, you know. When it's the time to come and remember Allah, subhanahu wa ta'ala, God, they come and remember it. So I felt something in my heart, and the day after I decided to go in the mosque and talk to one of the sheikh,
Yeah.
one of the scholar. And then, you know, as soon as I see the big picture of Mecca, which
Yes.
I didn't know what it was before,
Yes.
I saw that picture. So many people, they go in Saudi Arabia to do the pilgrimage. You call
The
it?
pilgrimage, the Hajj.
Pilgrimage.
The Hajj,
you
that's
say?
right.
Pilgrimage.
Sorry about my English, because I'm Italian. So.
It's okay.
And then I felt something inside my heart say, look, how there can be many people, like 5 million people go and pray there at the same time, which the most of them, they are not from
Arabia.
the Gulf, from
That's
the
right. That's right.
Saudi Arabia. So,
That's right.
you know, I felt something in my heart. I said to him, you know, I feel to become
It's a
Muslim.
universal religion.
Sorry?
It's a universal religion.
Yeah, it's a universal religion.
That's right.
I took my shahada with the sheikh, and the day after I went there again, and I took in front of the other people. They opened them, how you say, them arms to me. They hugged me, you know. And I feel like a brothership in this religion. Everywhere I
MashaAllah.
go, I feel Islam
MashaAllah.
everywhere, you know. So that's why I choose.
It's an amazing story.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's an amazing
you know?
story.
But there is many other stories that it comes in my life. So Allah
I hear a lot of
is-
stories.
Yeah.
Believe me, I hear a lot of stories, and that's right up there. That's an amazing story. And you know, guidance ultimately is from God, it's from Allah. And if somebody's going to be guided, you know, they can go through an amazing amount of trials, and they can face so many things. And their own personal story is something which you couldn't imagine you'd go through. You couldn't write it yourself. It's only when you look back on it, how amazing it is, how God and how Allah guided you. So you should always be grateful. So it's very important that you give back and you recognize what Allah has given to you.
Yeah.
To be with good people, to be in the right places, and not to lose what you have been given. And the day that you accepted Islam, never forget that day. Never forget that day that you testified that there is no one worthy of worship except Allah, and that Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is his messenger. That whenever you feel as though that you're feeling a little bit weak, or there's a test, or there's a trial, remember the day that you accepted Islam, and that you decided that you wanted to be a true servant of Allah, and that's the most important thing, and you recognize that, and don't give that up for anything. And you'll be tried and you'll be tested with many, many things, but just ensure that you never forget that day.
But you know, sir, I can say only one thing with my heart, that Islam is the only religion that I don't have to believe only the brothers that they talk to me or they tell me things about Islam.
Yes.
But it's the only religion that when I have question, I can ask the question to the Imam or to the scholar.
That's right.
Which I call the people that have knowledge. But I can even research with by myself.
That's right.
And then when I research by myself, I can find the answer on my question.
That's right.
But in the other religion, when I give question, many people they cannot answer.
Many a time you're told, don't ask any questions. Don't ask, just believe, just have faith.
Yes.
But Islam, alhamdulillah, it's okay for you to ask questions. Because alhamdulillah, you know that there's always answers for everything. There's nothing to hide.
Yes.
There's
That is
nothing
the
to say,
beauty. There's
don't
nothing
ask.
to hide. Yes.
Nothing to hide. Alhamdulillah. And it's very important also that you always look at Islam. You always look at the religion, don't look at sometimes the actions of people.
Yes.
The actions of people can be big problems, you know. Always look at the message, the pure message. And you know, it seems that you made that your choice to look at Islam itself, the message. And ultimately, if a person looks at the message, the pure message, there's no reason why they should reject it, because it only calls for things which is to lead a natural life.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
Okay, brothers, we're just a few minutes away from the station.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Just a reminder that we have those classes on Thursdays and Saturdays.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that if you find any time that you can pop by,
That's
Yes.
great.
You know-
yeah, inshallah. Well, thank you very much for your
you're welcome to come,
your knowledge.
inshallah.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you,
Assalamu alaikum.
Jazakum
Assalamu
Allah. Wa alaikum
alaikum.
salam wa rahmatullah. Barakallahu feekum, brothers.
We appreciate.
You're welcome.
May Allah bless you.
Ameen. Wa iyyak.